What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, coming at you with another AMA Ask Me Anything episode. This one's all about mouth taping. But before we dive into that, let's roll the intro. All right, so this question is brought to us from Chris, and Chris asks, your thoughts on mouth taping. Have you noticed a difference personally while doing it? So mouth taping is an interesting thing. I originally heard about it through Mike Mutzel. I don't remember. I want to say he heard of it through Sean Stevenson. I'm not sure where he heard it from, but I heard it through Mike Mutzel. So all of my credit goes to him on that. Basically, mouth taping. Let's rewind a little bit. So sleep hygiene. Obviously, we all know the importance of sleep. We want to get sleep dialed in. There's lots of different things you can do to do that. I've implemented several of those things, such as turning my thermostat down so it's quite a bit colder in my room, using blackout curtains or an eye mask. I try to not eat right before going to bed. Those are all things that I'm trying to do to optimize my sleep. One other thing you could do is mouth taping. So the reason one would want to mouth tape in the first place, when you sleep, your tongue oftentimes moves, all right? This is just what happens. Your tongue's moving while you're sleeping. And if your tongue moves such that it blocks your airway, then you will subconsciously, you may not wake up from it. It may not be disruptive enough. It may not be enough sleep apnea for you to, sleep poorly from that or wake up from it rather. But if your tongue blocks your airway, your body is subconsciously not going to be able to fall into as deep a sleep that you could. Your REM sleep will likely be hindered. The quality of your sleep is going to be subpar. However, if you simply get a strip of MicroPore tape, put that across your lips so that you are forced to breathe nasally, your tongue is not going to move as much. It's not going to block your airway because you're just breathing nasally, and you won't have that issue. I've been doing this now for probably going on 2 years, I would think. Every single night, I have a roll of MicroPore tape by my bedside table. I peel off a little strip, put that across my lips, and that's how I sleep. It's kind of funny. I joke because if somebody was to break into my house, I mean, I'm pretty much bought and paid for. Like, I've got an eye mask on, I've got tape covering my mouth. I'm just defenseless at that point, I guess. But as funny as you might look, it does make a difference. It takes about a week to get used to. I felt a little claustrophobic at first. It's very hard to do if you are congested or if you've got some allergies, you're not breathing well through your nose. But nasal breathing in and of itself is very important. And if you think about as much time as you spend laying in bed sleeping, to not nasally breathe that whole time is not doing yourself any favors. So I would 100% recommend trying to mouth tape and seeing if your body acclimates to that and if you can notice an improvement in the sleep. I'm not the best at tracking my sleep quality via an Oura Ring or my Garmin. I have both of those, but I don't oftentimes go back and look at the quality of my sleep. And truth be told, since having a newborn, that's kind of affected my sleep more negatively than not mouth taping would. But yeah, I think mouth taping is definitely a good, cheap, effective way to improve the quality of your sleep. That paired with the reduced temperature, dropping the thermostat, and the blackout curtains and the mouth tape, that's like the three things you need right there to really optimize your sleep, in my opinion. So definitely give it a shot. Like I said, it's super cheap. You can get like a pack of 12 of those little MicroPore rolls on Amazon for pennies on the dollar, so not very expensive and a pretty effective sleep hygiene hack. So give it a shot, Chris. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to see your feedback, and if you can tell a difference. You requested some toasted almond coconut keto bricks, so we're going to send some of those your way. For those of y'all that do not know how this works, if you submit a question via the Google form in the description below, and I use your question, then I will send you some free keto bricks with the flavor of your choosing. Thank you, Chris, for the question. Thank you all for tuning in. Talk to you next time.